Well, good morning, beautiful people. My name's Kieran Siemens, and you're back on my inky world. And today we are going to draw something really funky. We don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be magical. I can feel it. So, let's get some ink all warmed up, and let's make it happen. Welcome back. We have got a beautiful pen ready, and we've got some gorgeous ink, and we are going to have some crazy fun. We're going to start off somewhere with something just to see what happens, and that's usually the most exciting thing of just starting off. Let's try some nice big googly eyes on there to see where that takes us. Ooh, I like that. Need to wipe off some of the little paper blobs. Sometimes when I dig too deep into the paper, little bits come off and stick to the end of the nib, and that's a no-no. Okay, I'm kind of liking these eyes already. He's kind of giving me this crazy look to him. And that's kind of like a nice start, you know. I like to start in a way that I don't plan things out and I don't get too tied down with what I'm doing. I just like to put some ink down and kind of feel where it's all taking me. And that in most cases it kind of gives me such a kind of a character that is fresh. I kind of feel like that character kind of is in the paper anyway, and it kind of comes out in a way. It's like, you know, and I kind of love that feeling that it's all in there. It's just like letting it come out, like just following wherever this pen takes me. I mean, sometimes you got to kind of listen to your first brain and your second brain, and you know, all that kind of stuff, and see where it's guiding you also. But most of it just is like, I just follow the pen, just let it take me where you want to go. And then a lot of times these characters just appear, and I feel that's such a beautiful way to draw, that you're just kind of exploring the line. I find sometimes if you plan it all too much, there's no surprise there for you. There's no kind of like when you get to the end and you just go, wow, you know. I mean, of course, it's kind of like a gamble also. Sometimes you get to the end and you go, uh-oh, what have we done? But hey, in most cases, I'm pretty happy with this crazy outcome. Thank you very much for all the comments yesterday on yesterday's drawing. Some beautiful comments in there. Some people asking why I haven't got 1 million subscribers and 1 million followers and a million likes, and well, you know, I don't know. Who knows? That's just the way the internet works, you know. It's like such a strange world on the internet, you know. It's like 1 minute you're a nobody and the next minute you're like a superstar, and it's like, it's crazy really. But I'm not so bothered about likes and loves of a she-devil type of, you know. It's like, for me, it's kind of like the comments mean a lot. I love getting the comments. I love people just taking a minute out of their day and sending me a comment. That makes me feel fantastic. Alright, so we got some kind of ears coming up here. I've only been drawing in ink for a few years, to be really honest. Before that, I worked in animation and I did most of my drawings in pencil. So, kind of exploring the inky side of my life has been quite an adventure, and I really do enjoy this rather noisy adventure. It is indeed. Well, it kind of comes up with some lovely experiences, you know. I feel like maybe he needs a scarf or something, you know. Maybe he's kind of like a posh kind of cat or something, you know. Give him a nice pattern on his cravat or his scarf. So I draw mostly. Before, I've worked on about 15 animated feature films and thousands of TV shows. As you can see on my website, I've been working in animation most of my life, and it was an incredible. I loved working in animation. I absolutely loved it. Had my own company for many years. Worked on things like the Moomins and Lilo and Stitch and Roger Rabbit and Dennis the Menace and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of TV shows. Cramp Twins. Did anybody remember the Cramp Twins? Well, the intro to the Cramp Twins is totally my animation. We had a problem in the studio, and at the time, a lot of the people weren't getting paid, and a lot of the artists all kind of went on strike type of thing. And then it was like, I got a call from my boss to basically say, we need the opening. I was like, well, there's nobody here. Well, you'll have to get your pencil sharpened, matey. But it was fabulous. It was that was drawing in Korea at the time, South Korea, and loved it. Met some incredible people, met some incredible artists. I still believe that some of the best artists have come from some kind of animation background. I've met so many incredible artists, really, and I don't know. You know, as an animator, you have to have so many different kind of skills, and you know, you need to kind of be able to draw dancing tigers and juggling elephants and melting snowmen and whatever else comes up. So it's quite an exciting job, you know. And then when we closed my studio down, I decided maybe it's time to kind of take a break and do something different. And I started to illustrate children's books, and that's kind of the kind of backstory a little bit, you know. It's like, but yeah, I still, you know, some of the artists that I've met in animation have been phenomenal. Try and put on a little vest or something to make him quite kind of dapper feeling. Hey, Like me. I'm a dappy chapper. Put a little bit of shading under those eyes just to kind of give them a little bit more feeling to it. And if there's any German people out there, I worked on Benjamin Blümchen and characters like that too. He was a big blue elephant. Lots and lots and lots and lots of shows. Hundreds, in fact. 30 years of my life working in animation, so has been quite a fantastic journey. And now it's kind of ink. I've kind of got a real love for ink and drawing in ink, and I don't know, it kind of gives me a real kind of glow. It makes me feel so fantastic just to draw in ink. I find it's like one of those kind of feelings, like you draw and there's no way to correct it, so it's like you draw and you just enjoy every stage. It's quite an incredible feeling. You see, there's no fixes, no corrections. Whatever you draw is whatever you draw. It's like, it's such a beautiful feeling. Maybe we can even give him some trousers. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So yeah, I illustrate books also. I do not in, well, I can draw in the inky style, but I also draw in like digital style and pencil style, and you can see many of my books on YouTube. You can see many of my books on Amazon. He seems to have kind of got a little bit feeling of like maybe like a kind of tramp now. I don't know why, but so I'm going to kind of give him patches on his trousers, or his pants, as some people would call it. And this will be one of the drawings for today. I draw anyway. It's not so much the which ones I kind of like some of them I will post up online, but I will draw all day, every day, every day, every day. I will be drawing illustrations for books and things like that. So I take a part of my day out to do some drawings on video, so everybody can kind of find out who I am. Like I said, I have a huge back history of animation and TV shows, and I don't know if anybody remembers Noah's Island and Oscar's Orchestra and Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch in the recent years, which was a very fun show to do. Obviously, for the Disney side of things, I worked for Disney on a couple of movies. I worked with on the Disney for Lilo and Stitch and Roger Rabbit and quite a few different TV shows. And there is his little feet. He does kind of look like a little bit like a tramp now, doesn't he? It's like strange how the character kind of comes out. You know, it's like I'm always quite surprised how sometimes the characters just kind of decide for themselves. You know, he almost has this kind of dapper feeling, but almost tramp feeling. I'm not quite sure who this character is. Who is he? Tell me who he is. You tell me. I want you to write and tell me who you think this cat is. Because he's kind of like a mix, isn't he? He's probably, you know, those stories of those kind of millionaires that kind of dress up like poor people and just to see if people are kind, you know? You'd find the woman of your dreams by just finding that she's kind and she's not loving you for your money or something, you know? Maybe that's what he is. Maybe he's out to find that girl, you know? He's out to find the love of his life. Who will be kind to him? Who will be the person that gives him a penny or a pound? Who will it be? He's kind of like half kind of dapper and half homeless. That's kind of cool. I almost kind of feel like he almost like just to really pull it off. I feel like he needs to have like one of those kind of string vests, you know. I don't know if you can even buy them anymore, but you used to get it in a lot of old movies. If it was the kind of poorer people, they would always wear string vests, you know. Now I'm going to have loads of people that say, I'm not poor and I wear a string vest. That's his string vest there. Just to finish off the confusion of who this character is. To make it even more difficult for you to give him a name. Kind of funky. So, that was a very quick drawing today. So, let me know who you think this guy is. Send me a message. Give me some names. Give me some stories. Give me some backstories on this guy. Who is he? Just do a nice thin frame around this one. Lovely. And that is our cat for today. What a lovely little beastie he is. Lovely. So, that's today's little drawing. And I hope to get some comments from you. Some backstory. Who is this guy? And I will try and draw another drawing in a few moments time. So we'll get a couple of videos up in the beginning of this new year. If you did enjoy it, if you did enjoy the whole adventure, send me a comment. Tell me what you think. Oh, I can't see his feet. There you go. That's his feet. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I love it when people subscribe. Get my magical numbers all floating and making all the YouTube people happy. Thank you very much. I'll see you again very, very, very soon. Bye bye.